In September 2022, Debbie Collier, a 59-year-old mother, was found dead under mysterious circumstances in Georgia, USA. Her burned body was discovered in a wooded area, shocking both police and the community. Before her death, she sent chilling messages to her daughter, including the phrase she could not escape. Her husband and daughter reported her missing earlier that day. The case quickly drew national headlines and true crime coverage. Initial reports suggested possible kidnapping, but investigators saw inconsistencies in the story. Authorities treated the case as a suspicious homicide, not a random accident. The community was horrified by the violent fate of a well-known woman. For weeks, her name dominated American media. Police immediately reviewed Debbie's last messages and family statements. Theories of abduction gained early momentum, but detectives uncovered troubling details. Financial transactions and surveillance footage were checked in multiple locations. Her rental car was discovered parked near the crime scene. Investigators interrogated the close family, probing for possible involvement. Rumors spread rapidly on social media, fueling wild speculation. Detectives faced conflicting statements from family members, complicating the official investigation. The case began taking strange turns, leaving the public deeply confused. Speculation about hidden family conflicts became central to media stories. Detectives admitted the case grew increasingly complex. Initial kidnapping theories quickly lost strong support. Still, no clear suspect was identified in police files. The mystery grew deeper as days turned into painful weeks. The suspicious death of Debbie Collier fueled countless disturbing theories. Some suspected immediate family members, while others blamed violent strangers. Online true crime groups debated hidden motives behind the shocking crime. Detectives considered potential financial disputes, exploring secret transactions. Forensic evidence revealed burned items and unusual objects nearby. Still, no conclusive proof tied anyone directly to her death. Theories of staged suicide surfaced in online forums, but her family strongly denied such disturbing claims. National media replayed her final messages, intensifying public interest. The case sparked endless debates, creating more confusion than real answers. Investigators released vague updates but provided no solid clarity. Today, the Debbie Collier case remains unsolved in Georgia's official records, with detectives admitting they have no confirmed suspects. Her grieving family continues demanding strong answers. Vigils are held in her memory, bringing together local communities. Friends and neighbors mourn her shocking loss, describing Debbie as a loving mother. For many, her death remains a tragic American mystery. Her relatives and lifelong friends. Investigators insist the file is technically open, but progress feels permanently stalled. Her name still circulates in true crime programs and podcasts nationwide. The suspicious death highlights deep vulnerabilities in the law systems. In August 2022, Kiely Rodni, a 16-year-old student, disappeared after attending a late-night party in Truckee, California. She was last seen driving her silver Honda CR-V away from the crowded campground. Friends reported her missing the following morning. Her sudden absence caused massive local panic. Police launched one of the largest searches for teens in California history. Hundreds of volunteers joined official rescuers. Flyers spread her photo across multiple states. Media outlets turned her case into national headlines. The family begged for quick answers. Social media is flooded with constant updates. The mystery captured America's full attention. Search teams scanned lakes, forests, and rural roads. Divers checked Prosser Lake, where the party took place. 2 weeks later, independent searchers found her submerged vehicle. Inside, they discovered Kiely's lifeless body. The community was left in shock and painful grief. Questions arose about police failures in early searches. Families accused authorities of serious negligence. The discovery shifted the case from missing person to tragic accident. Still, inconsistencies fueled disturbing theories. Why wasn't her car found earlier by official teams? The media questioned the quality of the search operations. For her family, it was a devastating closure. The tragedy left lasting scars on her grieving parents. The case fueled endless online theories and wild speculation. Some suspected foul play, while others accepted a tragic accident. Conspiracy groups claimed evidence of hidden violence. Detectives reviewed phone records and digital messages. Still, no signs of prior threats were uncovered. Toxicology reports confirmed alcohol and possible drugs. Critics believe she may have been too intoxicated to drive safely in the dark. Theories about cover-up spread widely on forums. The family urged the public to focus on her life. Despite the conclusions, the mystery lingers in public memory. For many, the case remains haunting and deeply unsettling. Today, the Kiely Rodni case is officially ruled an accident, yet debates continue. Her family remembers her through public tributes. The community organizes concerts and charity events. Her story raised awareness about youth safety and underage drinking. Universities adopted stricter rules on party policies. For some, her death exposed failures of law enforcement. For others, it symbolized the dangers of reckless freedom. Her photo remains widely shared on social media. The mystery of that night still fuels haunting questions. To this day, Kiely is remembered as a vibrant teenager. Her legacy is tied to painful American lessons. Her absence remains a warning of fragile life. In February 2001, the city of Syracuse, New York, was rocked by the shocking murder of 18-year-old Jill Lynn Euto. A bright young woman full of dreams, Jill Lynn had recently graduated from high school and was building her future. Friends described her as kind, bubbly, and deeply loved by her family, but tragedy struck when her mother found her lifeless body inside their apartment. She had been beaten and strangled, a crime scene that horrified investigators. The apartment showed no clear signs of forced entry, raising chilling questions. Did Jill Lynn know her killer? The violent death of such a young woman shattered the community's sense of safety. Her story quickly became one of Syracuse's darkest true crime cases. Detectives combed through Jill Lynn's apartment, searching for clues. The brutality of the attack suggested rage, but no valuables were stolen. Neighbors reported little suspicious activity, leaving police with few leads. Forensic teams collected fingerprints and DNA samples, but results revealed nothing conclusive. Investigators considered possible suspects, from acquaintances to strangers, but the evidence trail grew cold. Jill Lynn's family pleaded for answers, their grief turning into frustration. Local news highlighted the puzzling contradictions: an intimate killing with no obvious motive. The police admitted that the case was far more complex than expected. The apartment became a symbol of mystery, its silence hiding terrible secrets. For Jill Lynn's loved ones, every day without answers deepened the pain. Over the years, theories about Jill Lynn's murder spread widely. Some suspected a friend or acquaintance who had gained her trust. Others believed it was a random act of violence by an unknown intruder. The lack of progress fueled anger in Syracuse, where citizens demanded stronger police action. Family members organized memorials and spoke publicly, refusing to let her story be forgotten. Media outlets covered the case repeatedly, comparing it to other unsolved crimes against young women. Online forums later picked up her story, sharing speculation and theories. Yet despite attention, the investigation stalled. Jill Lynn's death became both a tragedy and a mystery, leaving her community restless and afraid. Today, more than 2 decades later, the murder of Jill Lynn Euto remains unsolved. Her family continues to live with heartbreaking uncertainty, clinging to the hope of justice. Annual vigils and memorials keep her memory alive, reminding Syracuse of the tragedy that struck in 2001. Detectives say the case remains open, with evidence preserved in the hope that new technology might one day reveal the killer. For many, Jill Lynn's story highlights flaws in the system, how a young woman's violent death could remain without answers for so long. She is remembered not for how she died, but for the joyful life she lived. The case endures as one of Syracuse's most haunting cold cases.